Hello everyone, my name is Shubham and you are watching Zeuada Programming. React, it is a very simple, easy to use and a very powerful front-end UI library. You can build anything with React and on you just think of it and maybe games, maybe very heavy user interfaces, also simple applications, small applications, you can just build with the React. React grown so much in these years, and also the community with this is grown so much, and React becomes so famous because it is very easy to use, it has a good documentation, and it has a very huge community which supports is incredible. So it become very famous that every beginner who wanted to start his career with a front-end development, he always wanted to start with a React library because it is very easy to learn and it has a huge community. So whenever you face any problem while development of a React application, there is 100% guarantee that you will find a solution for that problem on Stack Overflow or somewhere else on the internet with a community support. So because of this, React become very famous and everyone in the companies started using this React. But the one problem with this powerful library comes is the structuring of your application. So this component design, right, in React. So in React you design components, and with that component you build your application. But to designing that component, structuring your application, there are multiple ways and everyone can choose their own way. There is nothing like Angular which forces you to develop your application in their own way, but you have this freedom in React with which you can develop your application in your own way. So this is cool thing, but it also comes with a huge problems, the maintenance of huge React application in a long term is very difficult, and also there is no consistency in code bases, and also every developer has their own way of developing React applications, so it becomes very difficult to work in a team on a React application. So to overcome all these problems, you should know how to design your React application, how to structure your React application, what are the all possible ways that you can design the components, what all the possible ways that everybody on the internet using. So if you have that knowledge, what are the best practices to develop develop React application, what are the best security things to secure your React application, if you have this all knowledge, right, so it is become easy to by getting requirements from the client or for that particular project, and then making decisions on the basis of that knowledge is very easy, right? So for that, to gain that knowledge, you should you will get information from the courses on the YouTube or from the Udemy or everything else, right? But that are a structured a course and not actual practical examples, right? And while you develop into the company, it is totally different. So you should have that production level knowledge, and to gain that production level knowledge, you should also study or read open source projects, and that you learn from all the other resources also, but it is very important to read the source courses of open source projects, because open source projects are production grade, they are maintained by high quality developers, and there are lots of contributions from all over the world, which is really awesome. So in today's video, we are going to see some of the projects that I think you should personally read to get all this knowledge and to overcome all the possible limitations of React development, right? So let's start. So our first project that I recommend to study or read is this Bulletproof React. Uh, so it is like simple and scalable, powerful architecture for building your React applications. So if you go into README file, if you will find this table of contents. If you look at this, there are like this documentation present here. It has like application, like project configuration style guides, how the project is structured, how the API layers are designed, how the state management are like managed, how to do error handling. So it is like a standard doc, the best practices to develop your React application. I highly recommend to read this doc before like starting any major project. It has like really good documentation. Like if you go to style guides, it has like guide for clean code and also naming, and it has a links to the another repos which has like complete like how your clean code should look, right? How you code a clean JavaScript. So it has like bad practices, good practices, everything with variables, with and like everything you will find here. There is also like naming cheat sheets, how your naming should be. And if you see, there are like security, what are the all security things that you need to handle, like how to handle this authentication, everything. And also there is like performance things that have written here, how to like optimize your state, code splitting, image optimizations, everything. And also error handling, how to like handle your errors into app. So everything is here written in the documentation. And also there are like examples for that particular. If you like go to API layer, there is API client example code, so you can also get to know what are the like example, how that particular thing that explained here is implemented. And also there is this src folder, you can like read the entire repo for the better understanding how you should structure your application. So this is our first project with which you get to know all the best practices that you should follow while developing React application. The second project in our list is Jira Clone. So it is like you all like know the Jira software, which is a Kanban board used to manage projects and your task. So this is a simple, not fancy clone. It is created with a CRA, and it has like very good code structure. It follows very good code structure also. And for example, like if you go to that website, you will see how this application is beautifully designed. And it has like very best practices, like how you should like develop your components, how you should like reuse your codes and everything. So I suggest that you should read this code base, and you will understand like how to like work with the React components. It uses TypeScript and JavaScript, and it has like a styled components to style your application. So you will get a whole like idea how to develop your application like components. The next project in our list is Chakra UI. So now you have some understanding of how to design your components. Now the next thing that is like I included in this list is Chakra UI. It is a component UI library for React. So why I included that, I will not like recommend to read it directly the whole, but I should suggest you to read this library. It is one of the famous UI library for React, and if you see the packages, into packages there are these components. With this library, like with this repo, you will learn how to like design your components and isolate that components so that you can like use that component into your project independently. So this is like very good project which is open source, which has over 30k stars and which has over 557 contributors. So this is like really production ready repo, so I suggest you should read it. The fourth project in our list is Horizon UI Chakra. So like the admin dashboard is like very important in any development, front end development, right? Every now and then we need this admin dashboard. Maybe it is a product or maybe it is a service based company, so you need to have the idea of admin dashboard, and this is Horizon UI Chakra. So you have this, like we have seen the Chakra UI, right? So it is also made with the Chakra UI library, and I like personally suggest that instead of developing your UIs from scratch, you should start using your component UI component libraries. It will make your development really faster, and in companies we always use this type of UI libraries, and we will not like develop anything from scratch. So you should also like read this repo which has like which is also developed with a CRA, and it has like really beautiful UI. If you like wanted to see how it looks, this is how it looks. It has these data tables, NFT markets, and the main thing that it has like RTL admin also. So it looks like really great, and it also yeah, it also is responsive. So this is like best repo to study the Chakra UI, how to use like external UI component library into your project. The next project into our list is Open Collective Frontend. So it is a fundraising site which is actually used worldwide. Like if you see, there are like 15,000 groups around the worldwide raised and managed 35 million just in a last year. So it is like live in a production, and what is like best like source code than this website, right? Because it is like live in a production which is many people are using it right now, and it has like managing this whole like user base. So and it also has like, if you see, stars has 650 and 129 contributors. It is from Open Collective, and they made their front end, back end, everything open sourced. So this is like really good chance to like learn about this. Also there are like this storybook, if you see, so you will get an idea about how to use these storybooks to like isolate your components and use it in your projects. So this is like really good. And the next project in our application, like in our project list, is real world app by Cypress. So you have got the idea of how to develop your application, how to design your components, how to isolate them, how to like use external UI libraries into your application. Now it's time to test your application, and this application, like this repo, is developed by Cypress IO itself. So Cypress IO is a tool to test your front end application, and they have like developed this application. If you see here the image of that application, so it is like really beautiful UI app with built with React, and it uses CRA. So it is like, sorry, it uses, yeah, CRA. It is nothing fancy, and like they have shown how to test your application with the best practices. Of course, it is from Cypress IO. So who is better than Cypress IO to tell how to test your application, right? So this is the list, and the last application that I included in our list is this virtual whiteboard. So this is Excalidraw whiteboard. If you go to their website to see the functionality, so you can like draw whatever, right? You can draw these things. So, and you got the source code of this application right into your PC, right? So this is really good application, and you should like, this is not like beginner friendly, but I suggest like personally, when you like familiar with all the React development applications and everything, you should start reading this project source code. I don't like mm, think you to understand everything that this application has, but yeah, like whenever you start reading this application code, you will get a lots of ideas like how the things are developed, how this DOM manipulation works, how this canvas works. And if you see here, go yeah, uh, this uses these tools, like it is made with a CRA, so no fancy thing anything, right? It uses the TypeScript, so you will get idea like how to work with the TypeScript at advanced level. And it uses this rough.js library, so it is a JavaScript library which is used to like create a graphics, hand-drawn designs, and they have like used it into their applications. So you will also get an idea like how to work with this type of libraries into your application. So for this video, that's it. If you like have any good projects that you think I should include in this like list, comment it down below. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends. Bye.